The second big thing that was going on in the House of Commons was one that I don't think, it is possible that nobody would have noticed it if I hadn't. I do think that's fair to say that, yeah, I was the first to notice it, but I might have been the only one if I hadn't made a big fuss, and that's the Canada-China Investment Treaty. Now, at this point, that treaty is not yet ratified, which is very good news, but it could be ratified at any time because the Prime Minister will not be putting it forward to a vote in the House. It will merely go to Cabinet for a vote that will be passed, it's called by an order in Council, which basically means a Cabinet decision. It's really good news, though, that this has not yet been ratified. They could have done it. They've created a process where, when I say they, since Stephen Harper's been Prime Minister, he's changed a couple of things about how treaties are handled. Previous Prime Ministers, even when not required to by law, would put any important treaty forward for a vote in the House of Commons. That's why Jean Chrétien put the Kyoto Protocol forward for a vote. He didn't have to, strictly speaking, under the law, because it did not require that Canada pass implementing legislation. That's the difference. Treaties that require implementing legislation like NAFTA did must have a vote in the House and the Senate. Whereas a treaty that is basically a global commitment, a pledge that's legally enforceable under international law, but that does not require any implementing legislation, technically does not have to have a vote in the House. But previous Prime Ministers put forward treaties for votes. They thought they were important. What Stephen Harper has done is decide, and this is, they've trumpeted the next step as though they've taken a step forward democracy. And unless people have a really good grip on constitutional law, they might think they had. What they've done was they decided in, I think it was 2009, they put forward a new policy that treaties that did not require a vote in the House of Commons would be tabled before the House for 21 sitting days before they were allowed to be passed. So the Canada-China Investment Treaty was tabled to an almost empty House of Commons after question period was over on September 26th. Now, I've been looking for it and waiting for it and asking where it was because I noticed the media reports that Stephen Harper had signed it when he was in Vladivostok, Russia, for an APEC meeting, and the president of the People's Republic of China, President Hu, was also there at the same time. So they had signed this treaty, but there was no text of the treaty that one could find on the Department of Foreign Affairs website. So I've been asking, where is that treaty? So when they tabled it quietly,